Hey guys, so I just want to give you a quick tutorial how you can manipulate and maximize the full capacity of HubSpot using the filters. And this is so helpful for you to organize all your contacts, come up with a list of categories, yeah, depending on the behavior of the contacts and the company. So by default, which is fairly common, a lot of people use the search bar in HubSpot, but there's a way for you to deep further on finding contacts in HubSpot. So this search bar, like said, it says here you can search the name, phone, email address, company, and stuff. So let's say you want to put in the company domain. Well, it will filter all the email addresses in there. And by the way, I'm blurring these things because this is a live contacts and I don't want to mess up with that data privacy thing. But yeah, you get what I mean, how you can the features or the steps that I'm going to show with you is truly the same regardless if I blurred it out or not. So if you want to go deeper on that part, you can use the add filters, these filters options in HubSpot. And let's say maybe I want to just see all the contacts that I created. So you can look for a property. By the way, these are so-called properties and contacts in HubSpot. There's a lot of properties. There is a contact properties, there is a company properties, there are deals properties. Yeah, and like what do you call, there's a lot of properties in HubSpot. I'm going to show it to you later what are those properties, but the common properties are the contacts and the companies in HubSpot. So in the contact um card, there is a default property called create date. So create date is basically the contact that um it will depend, it is based on when the contact is created in HubSpot. So let's say I want to filter only the contacts coming from September 1 to September 31, and it will add just the filter there. So right now there is a 527 contacts added last September 1 until October 31. And let's say I just want to, you can also add a lot of like things in here. Like let's say I wanted to also add, um, I want to check if what are the unknown contacts that was added last September 1 to 31. So currently there is a 19 records that is added the um to that time frame, and maybe you want this to be you want this to fill in and update these contacts, because sometimes most of the thing as well that you need to take a look is the marketing status. So I'm going to search in the properties in here, so marketing status, that side, and we'll move it maybe on the top because I want to see it first there. So marketing star status or marketing contact, and if you set that as marketing contact, that will be add up into your plan. But email is empty, so it doesn't make sense for you to add these contacts as a marketing contacts. So what you can do then is there is another copy paste like update all at once features in HubSpot, and that is, you can just take that part there, this one, and you can click this edit, and then okay, it will update the property at once instead of manually updating it. So yeah, hold on, my connection is so slow, but yeah, select the property to edit. Let's say marketing, marketing status. um there should be a marketing status in here. marketing contact status, um, marketing contact. Oh, I don't know why there's no options to do that, but there should be an options to do that. But yeah, and the other, um, how do you call this one? Status. Yep. Okay. I don't know why there's no marketing status there, but I'm gonna ask HubSpot why the marketing status is not visible in this part. But what you can basically do here is you can update all the contact as one by selecting the property and then show just update like whether you want this all 19 records to be active or inactive one. But I'm not gonna do anything in here. Um I'm not tasked to do anything, but I'm just showing with you how that works, how you can easily update things. And yeah, moving things away there, you can just click the edit, add actions and then edit. And then the other one as well that you can do, let's say you want this to be added into a list because maybe you want um to notify a team member every time a contact is empty. Then I want to notify a specific team member so they can update the empty fields. So what you can do is just click this one and then you click on the more and click add to static list. But if you don't want to be a static, oh, there is a set non-marketing contacts here. Okay, that's good to know. So that's why there's no did you get what I mean? I mean, in the edit update, there's no options to set it as non-marketing contacts because you can access it in into the more section and click the set non-marketing contacts. Okay. Now, again, if you want that to be added into a static list, then you can click this one and create to a static list. But I don't want the static list because I cannot manipulate the behavior of the contact. So if the property change, maybe if I update this person email address, then obviously it will be no longer alone. But if you set it as a statics, then this person should be still on the list, and we don't want that to be happen because we want to only see the unknown email address. So instead of using a static list, you can use a active list, and here's the one that I created in here. So basically there we have 178 contacts that doesn't have an email address. If you click the edit filters, this is basically what I did, but um I did not set a timeline filter. I only add a filter for email unknown so someone can update it. Okay. And then the other one you can also do is just create a person's let's say this 19 contacts. I wanted to notify the team. I want to create a task. Then you can click this one, create, and then to do. I can assign it to myself, and then if you want it to be on a queue and stuff. So for the company as well, let's jump into the company's contact please. So still the same here. If you want, actually, let me just go back there. I'm going to remove the filters. Oh, the filters are already gone. So again, for the companies, still the same. If you use this filter, you can, maybe I want only to see the companies that is in, so Los Angeles, and I can see all of this one. There's 391 records that is in the Los Angeles, and maybe I want it to be um instead of city, we want it to be country, and then I want it to be in Philippines. So far, there is 24 records that is in the Philippines. So that's how it works, guys. I hope it makes sense. I hope you can use it, and I hope also it can expedite your process in organizing your contacts and companies in HubSpot. Thank you and have a great day.